Bombshell news broke yesterday with the revelation that the Department of Justice under Donald Trump had in fact been spying on Democratic members of Congress, specifically Democratic Representatives Adam Schiff and Eric Swalwell. What we know about this so far is that these two individuals were targeted because the DOJ, Donald Trump essentially, thought that these might be the people leaking information about Donald Trump's contacts with Russia to the press. Now, it turns out neither of these men were involved in any of the leaks. At least those investigations did confirm that. But this shows us that Donald Trump was not the victim, but the perpetrator. And here's what I mean. Recall in the very early days of the Trump administration, like literally the earliest days of the Trump administration, what was his big lie? The big lie was the Obama people spied on me in my campaign. There's no evidence to back this up, but he said they spied on me, and he kept that lie going forever and ever and ever. But while he was telling that lie, in early 2017, he then directed the DOJ to go investigate or spy on, essentially, those two Democrats, Schiff and Swalwell. And we all know Schiff was, of course, one of the most outspoken Democrats trying to link Trump to Russia, led all those hearings. And so, Trump had an axe to grind with Schiff. So it's not surprising at all that Schiff would be the target of this DOJ surveillance, which, by the way, what they did, they subpoenaed AT&T. They got the phone metadata from these two individuals, from their family members, and from their friends. So it may have only been just a handful of members of Congress, but they pretty much swept through their entire family tree and social network, spying on these individuals to find out who the leaker was. And it turns out it was none of them. But folks, this is Watergate stuff here. Okay, we are talking about a very massive political scandal carried out with the approval of Donald J. Trump. Okay, this isn't just oh my God, that's a crazy story, let's move on to the next. No, this is a big deal. This is a big scandal. And unfortunately, it's probably going to be one that does get tossed to the wayside. It's going to be a footnote to all of the other things that we have learned about this administration because people are too exhausted to even care right now. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. But this is the kind of thing that probably needs to be front and center. This is the kind of thing that needs to be investigated because I can promise you this wasn't because of legitimate security concerns. This was political payback. That's what this was. That's why these two specific individuals were targeted, Schiff and Swalwell. They were both very outspoken during the Trump years. Schiff especially. This wasn't just a coincidence that they were the ones chosen to be surveilled by the Department of Justice. This was political, this was targeted, and this was approved by Donald Trump. This is the exact same thing he accused the Obama administration of doing to him, which turned out to not be true. And now we've found out that the reason he was crying so hard about Obama doing it is because he was secretly doing it behind the scenes. One of today's video sponsors is Blinkist, a wonderful service that allows you to consume some of the top nonfiction books around in just 15 minutes. And right now, Blinkist has a phenomenal offer for our Ring of Fire viewers. Go to Blinkist.com/ROF to get a 7-day free trial as well as 25% off a premium Blinkist membership. What Blinkist does is they take, again, some of the top nonfiction books around, thousands of books in 27 different categories, and they boil them down to the main points that you can consume, either reading them or through audiobook, in just 15 minutes. Now, this is one of the best ways to get caught up on the news of the day. Maybe you want to get into philosophy or psychology, nutrition and wellness, whatever it is, Blinkist has it for you in easy-to-consume bites. And if books aren't your thing, they also have podcasts which they call shortcasts, and you can consume those as well in 15 minutes. You can listen to them while you're doing laundry, while you're working out, or on your commute. Get the top podcast and nonfiction books of the day directly to you. And again, they have thousands of titles, including some of the top books around. Fire and Fury, Short History of Brexit, The Soul of America. If you can think of it, I promise you, Blinkist has it in their category. And again, go to Blinkist.com. That is Blinkist.com/ROF for a 7-day free trial and 25% off a premium Blinkist membership.